bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With News of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. One underage suspect who has been detained for the past 2 weeks is expected to be indicted on a charge of manslaughter in the death of a Palestinian woman, Aisha al-Rabi. Al-Rabi was killed when settlers reportedly flung stones at the car she was in, hitting her in the head. The teen was taken into custody December 30th, and his remand has been extended 3 times. Even though the youth remained silent during questioning, the police in Shin Bet say they have evidence tying him to the crime scene. A gag order has been placed on details of the case. Initially, 5 teens were arrested on suspicion of committing grave terror offenses, including the murder. All but one teenager were released Friday to a 6-day house arrest and are not allowed to speak with each other. Iran's elite Revolutionary Guards say their military forces will remain in Syria despite Israeli threats that they might be targeted. Earlier this week, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israeli forces would continue to attack Iranians in Syria unless they left quickly. The Revolutionary Guard's top commander, Major General Mohammed al-Jafari, called Netanyahu's threats a joke and warned that the Israeli government was playing with a lion's tail. In a direct contradiction to a statement made by Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Bahram Qasemi earlier this week that Iranian officials in Syria act in an advisory capacity, al-Jafari said, "You should be afraid of the day that our precision-guided missiles roar and fall on your head." The U.S. Army hopes to buy 2 batteries of the Israeli-made Iron Dome missiles defense system. A request has been made to Congress for $373 million to buy the systems, which have been used to protect southern Israeli residents from Gaza rocket attacks for more than a decade. The U.S. plans to use the batteries abroad to defend its troops in sensitive areas around the world. And Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for sanctions against Airbnb, saying he would make them feel the heat if the decision to bar lodging listings in the disputed West Bank in the Middle East is not reversed. The governor condemned the online lodging marketplace, saying, "We have a moral obligation to oppose the Airbnb policy. It does target Jews specifically." I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN. Israel Broadcast Network.